Today na Saturday, the 5th day of April, and everything goes. A lot of things happen during the week. We not go able to say we did do everything will happen. But something significant happen. I think should be trending. Well, if you don't follow Explore with AAA, inside this week we done so, we been show the cotton tree, the iconic cotton tree. After, on the 26th of March this year, 2025, fire. Yes, fire be happening back. I cotton tree day. No more now. This way they make jack, it catch fire. Waiting be happen after where the fire be don't do wetin get for do. We say let we go show how the cotton tree don't look like. Well, family, a piece of that cotton tree they can find in way na space. Yes, you hear me right. Now I know the OP with. We cutting tree. You know say it be done for them. Even for that video they I ask say, but do you that big junk will be there on top that trailer? Where them be go pack na Freetown City Council. What's happy with them? Because I think so now the first work that one the way gent to be one do after I be bail. Kind of on top him to kind of the branch be there. I don't know how they pass with her no more. But a piece of Freetown cotton tree will be flown to space. Yes, all astronauts the way they go up, they all get small baggage where they can go with. This woman say, now the cotton tree, now they go with. Who that tell her for go to? It's in a president bill. You see anything? People like, wait till the man can talk for himself. I don't know what you are say ask President Bill say for this good work you don't do what you want make a care go. And President Bill say mommy care cutting tree go for we. So now so cutting tree they can't take up here. Anyway, we'll just watch this quick one here.
When I fought for my rights as a survivor at the United Nations, we had to convince a head of state to champion our cause. They said it was impossible, but President Bio of Sierra Leone believed in justice. Out of all member states, he directed Sierra Leone to be the lead sponsor of the world's first standalone UN General Assembly resolution for rape survivors, securing a unanimous victory for 1.3 billion people. When I asked him what I could fly in his honor, he chose a symbol of justice, the cotton tree. For centuries, returning freed slaves found refuge under its shade in Freetown. Recently, a storm destroyed the historic tree. So now, I carry its seeds to space, a reminder that justice always finds new ground to grow, and that impossible is just an opinion.
You there, he say we ask President Bio waiting he go fly in a honor. Now President Bio chose the cotton tree. Yeah. So now so we cotton tree get for find a piece of the cotton tree. Get for find in way in a space. Even though na the time way what the cotton tree not team map like the way it used for be. Well, if na in old age, if na in granny and grandpa self, able to take reach na space, just know say a piece of the cotton tree they fen in road go na space. Just like how Moyo Musa say, he say in see somebody post about that, but him be doubt. Eh? Well, na make we can kaya. At least you no go doubt again. You want know who na the woman? Now, she's an astronaut and a Rise founder. Amanda, na in first name. Guyen, na in last name. As you see in the video, it go take the piece of we cotton tree to space. Usai say they honor the leadership of President Bio by way and manner way they don't advocate for the one the way survive sexual violence. He say in September 2021, President Bill successfully championed a United Nations resolution on access to justice for survivors of the one day Pamame and Daddy business with a threat inside. And he say being received unanimous backing from the 193 member states. This marked the first time whether Mame and Daddy business violence, where they include them on the agenda of the UN General Assembly. Okay? As a heartfelt tribute to President Bio, Amanda asked President Bio what he want to do. President Bio tell and say at the piece of the cotton tree. So on the 14th day of April this year, Amanda go with we peace, a small one no more, as it embark on the Blue Origin space flight. So cotton tree get for day inside the Blue Origin space flight. So they join the Pioneer first all-female space crew. Now so woman then get for the pada flights day. So woman them. And then get for the day. Okay, Kotinski na woman. Mama Salo. Then but they not kissing Mama Kotinski. Anyway, thanks to Amanda for taking a piece of the Kotinski Gona space. And the Kotinski, like I said earlier, go ride on the Blue Origin space flight for Gona space. Then me don't tell me quick. Okay, no, they say na woman then no more. Okay. Me self-proclaimed ambassador no reach there. Well, we'll go send Mori Musa. And Mori Musa will go send. Okay. Emilia say, let us sure. Because you see stars. Emilia Wood. Facebook don't do their own. You can either do it through Cash App or Zelle. If you want for give stars. And through Cash App or Zelle, you go able for do them. Quick press release from National Tourist Board. Waiting National Tourist Board wants me you for know. They say then they can lock beach bars them along the Lumley Beach. We fail for your reward. We fail for your reward. If you remember, National Tourist Board we don't go to beach, then we don't go places than a beach. Yes, beach bars them. Then we don't go broke them. But a lot of people that tell them, say, this thing look political, oh. Because the one them beach bar they own are broke. It look like if I say, and the one them we no look they ride along with this administration. That's so people in me they talk. They say the one they own are left. They say they go against the laws them, but we are still left them. National Tourist Board just say, let us not mix with and politics business, so we know what could they do. We don't mix. Well, from that time them broke them bars then to now, it don't take small. But I don't know that don't go mass them, or that don't go catch them croco. They don't come back. What did they say this time around? The Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, they join on with the National Tourist Board for what you want to do? For make the public know about this long-standing non-compliance of certain beach bar them, and they want the way they operate them with what to be don't tell intraday. One, some man they operate the beach bar, you know they pay. Now one, it's a new one they count. Non-payment of beachfront fees. They say some man not pay from 2021 to 2024. Why not be broke the one and then the town be they broke the last day? Eh? Why? Okay, but how they go? That be 2021 to 2024, they not pay. Two, they fail for clean and take care of the naughty around and within outside and place day. Yeah. This trip, they knock out say you get 2-story because now they make out the last time. Say some man get 2-story, if they block the high-end hotel, almost high-end hotel self will be there where they block. So this trip, you see how they encounter, eh? They say one, they know they pay. They no go. Two, they know they clean the dirty. They say they not just sit down, but always multiple invoices and reminders, including engagement with them people here, for make them manage and take care of them dirty. Some of them, they're not busy except for they talk to them. They not grieve for take care of them dirty as a day na the beach guidelines. So because of that, we they announce the closure of them beach bars here with immediate effects. So this na close when they close them. When they broke them. When they close them. That last time I broke them broke. Okay. All operators for Yeri to the requirements for the integrity and sustainability of the tourism sector. One for appreciate the cooperation of the one them will be Yeri word will be talked to. And one for make let them know say we committed for foster a fair and equitable business environment within the tourism industry. Fambulem. Well, this is not the one that we not agree a reward. Ha! Are you serious? I don't want believe so. Number 1, sports zone. For real, sabi that new place where they make it. You say they play volleyball, basketball, and wait, not to send get sports zone. Yeah, they will send and this high sports zone. Hey, hey, hey. Senge, you would get issue. Ah. Okay. I don't call him. He left to you. But Senge, he hand in a sports zone. He self get shares there. He get something, they get idea there. Per sports zone. Now then first they put number 1. Number 2. Olive Garden don't say. Olive Garden don't say. Olive Garden, I think that then can get live band show. Huh? Olive Garden, so una need clean? Or una no pay? Uswan? Oh, the soon na name na una dey know if na pay una no pay or una need clean or na all two. Open air aqua. Chicken Town. Akbole ataya. Chicken Town. Una na dey clean. National Tourist Board. This una list. You know anything? It don't late for let's explore go Wakade because they say with immediate effect. And this list come out on the 4th. Would you go Wakade? But a weekend ain't for fine. But tomorrow appeal. Not safe. Number 5. Sierra Leone Volleyball Association and Africell Gym. Yes, they get one open gym day. 6. Barbie's Props. 7. Her Home Food and Restaurant. 8. Decode. But this list. Wait, Decode na pay and no pay? Ha. Okay. Number 9. Hotel de la Joy. That's my that name I'm your hotel first. Ha. So wait, are the beachfront town are they closed? Safe. Number 10, Ambiance Beach Garden. 11, Silver Spoon. 12, Star Z Beach Bar. Like that side the back. Star Z Beach Bar. Number 12. 13, JT Fruit Enterprise. 14, Edet Bar and Restaurant. Former Empress. 15. Now, Estes Beach Bar. 16. Kololi Restaurant. 17. Janice Rescue Mission Sierra Leone. 18. Sway Resto. 19. Western Palace. Western Palace? Una come on here. Well, now, I don't believe I say I don't believe. I don't believe. Now, I dey take and say, una just say una put all the names there no more. For this Western Palace una put. Una forget. Come on. Number 20, Fang Nana Bob Rogers. 21, Country Sport Bar. 22, Tito's. 23, Sky Bar. 24, Papa Clef Ayo. I know I want to assume waiting happen now. I want to assume. Yeah? Because I tell you say one of the list name the way they put so Namion personally, you know. I want to assume. I don't know the fact, but I want to assume say you see most of the big one the way they put the name there. The National Tourist Board, a Ministry of Tourism, want for charge them for the beachfronts, and they refuse to pay. Yes, because at first it been turn like for say front you, now you get them. Shall we tell the talk? Across the street to the Sansan. If you build on the other side, in front of you, you know, say all the iron them, now then get before them, eh? So I feel to say, National Tourist Board don't charge them people. Now, I mean, they say they don't try for talk to them, take for pay. But they refuse, say, but let me get fronts me. Why for pay now? Would they pay for Obaya? They want to pay back for fronts we own place? I feel saying that the issue there. Some people then pay. I want for believe. Now I make not see the likes of Royce. Royce not in at the list. We mean to say Royce they pay. Yes, Royce they pay for that beachfront because you remember what they say? They say the beachfront. When me say Royce they pay, it's just an example. Yeah, but Western Palace again at the other side, safe. Let's see Uda Kololi. Okay, Kololi restaurant. Kololi, they across. Elect to. This in the work. Yeah, that's what I see. I mean, they not even can't talk about broke safe. Then say closure. You know, get for work. Decode. So these people refuse for paying for that front day. And some of those people, they are Sierra Leoneans. Yeah. And Salon people there. In Tawa. So I wish therefore don't put against the names them. Say this are dirty. Because now they say the people they need clean the dirty. Say you, would they close you because of the dirty? Or because you not agree for pay for that front. Yes, because you not agree for pay for the front. But I saw National Tourist Board seal. In Chido here now. Alright. Diana Salon. Where do we start? Let's start with KKY. KKY no gladdy. You say why no gladdy? Because Almami Obangu, the man with the issue of 7 suitcase white powder, the man we get for Alamede, we make the Minister of Foreign Affairs before he go na Ethiopia, he run go Guinea first go beg they say, but they wanna lend me this man like Rango Salon. We don't they look for Almami now, they look for him. Because we the Almami them, we don't make meeting. We want pull Almami de payon Almami. Yes. We want dethrone Almami. Because with the Almami, they will not mix powder business day. 7 suitcase inside embassy motoka. They say that utility, na embassy own. Yes. So Almami warawe just boss prede na Kambia. Usaigo na kande yumkela in God. And keke why no gladi. Because they say, na so they say, well, Almami go, he take my call. He forget what he ain't gonna eat. He take Mike, he dey talk say na Jule in the support for next election. Akbole. He don't know say KKY self get plan. They go back and KKY in ground. KKY no gladi. So, it's done an official office na status. First of all, Almami no get office. Ina be ambassador trade, but right now, Birmani ain't gonna aid. So I make we KKY want distinguish between the all two. Say first of all, you no get office again. You don't under investigation first. You don't under investigation, but you go and pass. You go and make like a for say. Okay, Holande. KKY, you say waiting.
My family in Cambia district.
Okay, now the one in Cambia. Why we not to Cambia district today? Forget stock.
Salam alaikum.
Okay, this is Cambia district. Tell them salam alaikum. Malaikum salam.
Mina Alhaji Honorable Dr. Kande Kolegium Kela.
Yeah. Okay. KKY, you don't understand all how we talk so.
Una know the role now where they play in the central government.
It's una know,
Let God answer with prayer this Ramadan where we don't do and this Eid where we don't do. As una know, me a senior stakeholder in Cambia.
Bap. Yeah, Almami. Almami don't go catch KKY in crow. Me a senior stakeholder in Cambia. Okay. For when they give you light, not you no do. You dey pa the Allah say, okay, forget. Continue.
I get information way bother me.
It bother you. So you left the work for giving light. You left the work na Bumbuna. Now you tell we so the last thing say, Bumbuna, not they even able supply 1 megawatt. Na Freetown again. You left all our one day. You did for climate change. You left all our one day. You say Almami. Go to Cambia. You say you get information. What's the information do?
As una know me a senior stakeholder in Cambia. I get information way bother me.
You get information way bother you. KKY. If you do the gumbo for the lights, that one didn't bother you? Or that information did not reach you? But you say yourself, what's in the packet you gonna State House for? What's in the packet you gonna State House for? Now for like they listen, what's in the happen at Cambia if Almami pass up and down? What the information they bother you? The lights will not get, no they bother you, The lights will the hotel lights. That epileptic light, you know they bother you. You they worry for person where they go up and on a tongue. It they bother you. But you not bother about the work and give you able to deliver it. Okay. Wait again.
Where I dey take to senior leadership in government and to senior why I don't take to senior leadership in government.
So you don't take the matter to senior leadership in government. Wow. This bother you. It bother you. It bother you. He left you work. He left from thing. Okay, let it go.
And I don't take into senior leadership na the SLPP party.
So senior leadership na the government, na the president. Na mo inina. Na how do you take into? Now the foreign minister now he call say, you see the problem? Why you go pull Almami na Guinea? Eh? Why you no don't left and day? You see what this man they go do now na Cambia? Okay.
The information where I get is the former ambassador of Guinea, Almami.
Yeah, Alimao. Alimao, you name the play. You self the other one. Eh? You name the play. Limao. Yeah, what's happening with the former ambassador? KKY.
Don't begin go around Nakambia. They try for interfere with governance systems in Nakambia.
Okay. It try for interfere with governance system Nakambia. How? Which governance system where Alimao they try for interfere with? Eh? Which one? Aye? Okay.
I want to let people in Nakambia know say as a senior stakeholder in Nakambia.
Just in case una forget say KKY na Gbermani na Kambia, it don't remind una.
Senior government official.
Not to senior stakeholder na Kambia no more. Senior government na State House na the office day. State House. Oh.
And one of the advisors to the president.
Bam. But I need for tell them back. They look no know you.
Senior government official.
They also that role they play.
And one of the advisors to the president.
So you know one of the advisors to the pa. What's he the advice about? Way Almami. He say they run up and down Nakambia. He bother you. ONS, they bother una. Salon police, he bother una. Eh? No, well, like KKY he bother because in a senior stakeholder, Nakambia. Okay.
I want to let Cambia people know say today, Almami has no official capacity in the government of Sierra Leone.
Gambia people, KKY, tell them back.
Almami has no official capacity in the government of Sierra Leone.
You don't get no portfolio. Almami, how then Almami now by the government of Sierra Leone? Now that one way na be ambassador, we service suitcase white powder. Okay, no. Well, Udana in now. Now the how they work are up and down na Cambia where they make KKY vex. Okay.
Almami they under investigation locally and internationally.
Why? Why do Oi do da 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 de. Yeah. You say what is sir?
Almami they under investigation locally and internationally.
So if he they under investigation locally and internationally, okay, no, not the under house arrest. So he can run around. Eh? Must this say people right sir? Alima will get 7 suitcase load of the Thomas for splash on the Cambia local government. And the people them. Okay, allegedly. We need for putsa that one lady. Okay. In case Cambia people don't know. Okay.
of key allegations against them about crimes where is allegedly commit.
Allegation de eng par Alimao for crimes them allegedly where he commits. Now he commits the crime. Is KKY trying to tell us something here? Eh? KKY, tell me back, ba? You say waiting?
Almamide under investigation locally and internationally of key allegations against them about crimes where is allegedly commit.
They say Almami no be there inside the motorcar. They say na utility vehicle. Uma Ufofana na be tell we say the Guinean government tawa say let them pull the ambassadorial immunity with the param so that Skinny go prosecute them. KKY now they tell we say crimes the way he commit allegedly. Crimes the way they work for and commit or we in commit. No to me talk. No to me. Na KKY talker. And it just make a reflect pan waiting Uma Ufofana be tell we. The Minister of Foreign Affairs in say now before Almami now they open the suitcase and then check the motorcar. Now so in be tell we. Yeah, be there 98.1. He say now before him. Now then check the motorcar. Okay. He said because they not go check the motorcar in ODD. Okay. KKY, tell me back, ba?
Almamide under investigation locally and internationally of key allegations against them about crimes where is allegedly commit.
So now he commits the crimes. Eh? Okay. But make a say, KKY la tell you see. He say first of all, Alimao, they pull him from the office as an ambassador, but they not take his citizenship from him. So he believe say Alimao get the right to free speech. When in second, and he say secondly, they under investigation. He's under investigation, they not convict him. Now allegation not to conviction. He say so la tell he blow. Okay. We'll continue. No blow it.
Let nobody not listen to Almami.
Let nobody not listen to. Not to me or Almami. Is it?
Let nobody not listen to Almami.
Alimao, now the order to. KKY say let nobody not listen to you.
Almami has no official position. Ademami office, government office, they make this video.
Cambia. KKY say, why not for the listen to Almami? Almami no go office. In the government office, na they so na state house, na they make that video dey. Oh, when they go listen to Almami, we no get office.
Leone no say I stand on the existing authority.
Bam. Hey, Nima don't catch KKY in Kakao.
As a senior stakeholder in Akambia.
Yeah, Papa God. What you don't do na Kambia for self? Senior stakeholder, what have you done? Is everything? Lord, with small no more. Akbole. You need to? Oh, no, not so. Okay.
And as a senior government official, Almami should step aside.
Almami. Limao. Limao. Okay. Wait. Who na the ambassador now na Guinea? You don't take the oath safe. Not a KKY brother. Okay. But wait. You brother na ain't get Almami office now. Who say be there? So Almami won't come for you? Okay.
From all activities, political, non-political, that are related to governance.
Political and non-political, as long as it get for do with governance. Okay. What are you? Limao, what you say?
He is a nobody right now.
Why?
He is a nobody right now.
Bam pam 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 pam.
He is a nobody right now.
Bum tun 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 ten 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 ten.
He is a nobody right now.
He's a nobody right now. Limao. KKY say you know nobody. In fact, you know nothing self. In fact, you know that man way 7 suitcase powder hanging on your head. Okay.
He is under investigation.
He's under investigation.
Until those investigations are finished and we prove his innocence.
So, I mean, until we say, then they count Almami make it explain. Not to say be tell we. Now, so they tell we say, then they recall him, then counter make it explain how this thing happen under in watch. But what in why they talk so? You say what in?
Until those investigations are finished and we prove his innocence.
So Almami, you ended it. Forget.
He cannot assume or pretend to assume any government position.
Okay. Until the investigation done and he proves he innocent. Enough for go make like for say he still inside government business. Alright.
If for no say, he no get no role in the governance of Sierra Leone.
Bam.
Right now, he dey under a cloud, he dey under investigation on criminal.
Okay. Is it sir?
Right now, he dey under a cloud.
1.
He dey under investigation
2.
on criminal.
Okay. Limao, the alleged criminal, according to KKY. According to KKY,
serious criminal activities.
Okay. Serious criminal activities engpa Limao.
If you step aside,
Bam. Push na corner.
it seems to say the allegation is it interfere in local governance.
So the allegation where KKY they talk about say, so if an allegation, why they can't do video? If an allegation, why they take election as gospel truth? Why this pattern now you see an allegation? KKY yourself. You say wetin?
It is seen to say the allegation is.
Okay, now you don't tell allegation back. Well. Albami, you know allegation in the eng pa you. KKY back don't carry you pa you.
It they interfere in local governance. It they brag. It they show off.
Power past power. It they brag. It they show off. You say what?
It they interfere in local governance.
What he do back?
It they brag. It they show off.
You know for show off. I they go show off na KKY and gone. Animal. You say for ha.
I do this in my own responsibility as a senior citizen of Sierra Leone.
Senior stakeholder na the party, senior stakeholder na the Cambia, now na senior citizen na the country. KKY senior man. I tell ya, I would give senior man one thing. Because for me begin talk all teacher they put senior man. Yes, KKY the senior man. I so good they call you now. Okay, yes, senior man, what's happening?
The crimes we then accuse her of. Very serious.
Okay.
And waiting for they do now.
So senior man, I want for advice the Udana Amami again. Forget.
Now for try for clear in name and pray to the Almighty.
Well, I saw the man they go and take clear in name. Okay, that's how for pray.
This Lent season and Ramadan for say he's innocent. Because if he's not innocent,
if you're not innocent, what thing will happen?
He will pay for his crimes if he's not innocent.
It's that.
But to begin to interfere and pretend that he get authority for do certain things in Cambia, he has no local standing.
Amami, they say no going for Timap na Cambia. Like Komodi.
Today he's a nobody. He's an alleged crime committer.
Tell me ba.
Today he's a nobody.
You know say yesterday. KKY not say tomorrow. But he said today. Almami, na nobody. Oh. In a nobody. In a wait again.
He's an alleged crime committer.
Okay. That's be safe. Wait again.
Until his name is cleared by his innocence and by facts and the investigation, Almami, I advise you, hands off Cambia.
Waiting not. You say what is that?
Almami, I advise you, hands off Cambia.
Okay.
Hands off Cambia.
All right.
Completely.
Oh, I not too small one. No. I for do, huh?
Hands off Cambia. Completely. If you not do one,
so if you not do, what thing will happen?
I don't inform senior government officials.
Yes, senior man.
At the highest level of governance.
Than at the president. Okay.
If you not do one, government has no choice.
All right.
But for take all the steps. And I hope the party officials will do the needful for let this man hands off until innocence is proven.
So now what Almami go do na Cambia ba we make KKY vex.
Let God bless you now. Let God bless Cambia district.
I mean, okay. So they say this thing between Almami and KKY. You remember that time when they go to go a peace by KKY? Na party office. They say na Almami na him be lock the gates. They say na Almami be lock the gates. So na him make KKY no and see Almami self na him grown. But of all the places why Almami go Cambia, They say na they go school. Not today bono, but na they go school. Okay. Ha. So na that team, but that do more to them to peace per KKY. Now he still get. But if don't forgive President Bio. Okay, him be go to cola and water. Amami, you self need for cow to cola and water for KKY. Oh wait, at the talk where you go talk. You gonna say you talk saying a VP Jula. VP Jula that I say you want. The game get for sweet. Yes. The game it don't get for funny safe. I begin they don't begin so. You can forget in work. Say getting with border ram. The light will not get no border ram. But it is what it is. Well, Thomas Daddy Brahma et Francis Ben Kaifala. Yes. About corruption activities na Slafa. This not to the first time where ACC they take on Slafa. But they're never successful though. Because Aisha Johansson, how that one they be end? How that one they be end? The Aisha Johansson saga. And so FBK come back, he talk bump, talk there. But could talk. Nothing no come out today. In fact, suspension from FIFA because FIFA, I don't know. Because a lot of people they look say, why not now? Why not now? ACC 10 for go after Thomas Daddy Brahma. Where be say Saturday, this Saturday, they pass so well. Salon don't go inside Sunday. Then they fight for the Slafa position. In Babadi Kamara. So someone be think to say Francis Ben Kaifala allow let them use them for go keep Thomas Daddy. But the numbers the way they call. You know why me I don't keep but I get with the numbers the way FBK they call. What you not tell you about that Chinese race? How that one they be end? Okay. Let's listen small.
We even now have a female Premier League also, and Sierra Leone has been growing, and the government spends on average $1 million per game. That's huge expenditure. So it is this reason why when we started receiving reports again that things are happening in a way that are improper in the SLFA, we became interested over 6 months ago.
You know, he said that over 6 months ago, now in the this thing. But a lot of people they ask, why now? Why now? Where election for B 2 days before the election, now they tell now go detain the people. That's when I know they take part by the election. Okay, now they don't grant them bail. But I don't know which string so they pull for me then go grant that bill. Because no, then I don't care what you never say. If, yeah, Thomas Daddy Bremer and the other officials and be there na CID custody. Then be the CID custody. Then the election happen. No matter what, FIFA for Banui. No, I don't care what they say FIFA for Banui. We better hold the lefer. But let's continue for listen.
And the investigation has been going. So if anybody thinks that we are only getting involved in this now, that is not true.
So I wanna know it after the sometimes if you win, forget. It say if you think to say now not to go.
The ACC has been looking into this for a while now. It is not because Congress is one day away that we are getting involved. Thomas Daddy Bremer, the finance person, the acting secretary have been under investigation for at least 5 months now. They have been coming to the commission and making statements. They have been providing us with documentation. They have been supporting the investigation generally. So this is not a Congress affair.
So the two way people in the talk, now in the try for clarify. What do you see?
This is purely something that we have been working on for months and months, but we are now at a point where we have sufficient information and we thought it is now right for us to carry out arrests.
Okay. He's not a flight risk. Not a flight risk. For say he knows say he will run away. No, the man they take part by an election process for Congress where they on now. He will run no. Is it now for Tintam? Now for Dotiam? So that people will look and forget man, that man did the thief look that in the parents so right now here XCC. Don't vote for Babadi. Yeah, he don't tell you say in to say now for do the why now? Let's just talk about 1 day to the Congress. Why now? Why just 1 day to the Congress you can't arrest her?
And detention, and also for us to inform the public about what really has been happening in SLFA, some of which will shock you.
Can't shock we, bruh.
And I'm about to read from the report we now have.
Shock we.
Let's start with the most controversial pre-financing and reimbursement scheme. Now, I don't know whether this has been happening in SLFA before, but all indication shows that under the leadership of Thomas Daddy Bremer,
I want all you there first, FBK. You've investigated Aisha Johansson. So slap are not new to you. So why are you saying you don't know if this be the happen before? You don't remember again? Okay, now two different things there. The investigation be they look at. Aisha Johansson you and Thomas Daddy Bremer you are two different one there. Okay.
This pre-financing and reimbursement scheme was taken to a whole new level. Several funds were made to Thomas Daddy Bremer from 2021 to 2025. It is claimed by the finance officer that these funds are in respect of pre-financing done by the president for various SLFA activities. No proper explanation or documentation have been submitted by any SLFA official to us.
So this is from the audit report? Okay, not audit. Okay.
For instance, a refund was made to Thomas Daddy Bremer of $97,804.
A refund? $97,000. Hi! Slafa Sweets!
For payments he claimed he made for U-17 travels. But the supporting documents provided initially as proof of reason for payment by the head of finance did not match the refund paid to Thomas Daddy Bremer.
So in spend, don't they refund them? Where they refund them? $97,000. I bill them.
Supporting documents showed a total of 106,805 instead of 97,804, which was claimed.
What do you mean? Supporting documents, they show it in?
It showed a total of 106,805.
106,805. Nice supporting documents they show. So the supporting documents show more
instead of 97,804, which was claimed.
Then in claim less. Well, it discounts Slaffer. It discounts the government.
That was refunded to him, giving a variance of $9,000, which clearly shows that the documents cannot be trusted.
Okay, so you're not able to discount the government. You give 106,000 bill, but you say 97. Okay.
Several other substantial refunds to Thomas Daddy Bremer do not have any accompanying documents. According to the SLFA manual, section 8, it is clearly states that all payments should be done through bank transfers, but in most cases, reimbursement was done to Thomas Daddy Bremer through the head of finance by cash payments for multiple transactions. This is a direct breach of the SLFA statute. On matching receipts and invoices, the invoices that were submitted for tickets paid in relation to travel for the under-17 team total 9,500 and were issued by Cinderella Limited, but they were not submitted with receipts from the same company. Receipts issued by Dreams Travel and Tours were attached to the Cinderella invoice for payment, clearly showing invoice and receipts for a single transaction by two entities. So
okay,
you say Cinderella are the ones who issued the ticket, but you give us a receipt from Dreams Travel.
And are the agent? That's the agent. Okay.
That is what happened in this circumstance. Management letter issued by the external auditors outlined audit issues raised by the auditors and management responses to those issues. King Walker and Associates have been the external auditors of SLFA for over 5 years. And in one of their management letters dated 6 February 2025, they questioned a refund dated the 4th of April 2022. So this shows that this has been ongoing for a very long time. The sum of $63,100 was made without sufficient documentation out of that payment that was questioned.
You hear the money there? You hear? Okay.
According to SLFA manual, SLFA finances all its activities while some matches played are financed by the National Sport Authority and allowances are paid to the delegation by the National Sport Authority. It was noted that on a few occasions, SLFA president will collect allowances for trips from the NFC and collect allowances again for the same trip from the SLFA account.
Double dipping. Okay. That double dipping.
All reimbursement is done to a single individual, the president of SLFA. No other person gets reimbursement except the president. And based on our analysis, Thomas Daddy Bremer's accounts are not showing any bank payments to SLFA to substantiate the reasons for the refunds. So, at least show us in your account that you moved $97,000 to SLFA, or you withdrew $97,000 from SLFA. His account does not show any such transaction. The only thing that we can see is him saying when money comes that I gave SLFA $97,000, pay me back, and they process it among themselves and pay. In his USD account, we ascertained that his cash inflows were only from SLFA, CAF, and FIFA.
In dollar account, that's Thomas Daddy Bremer in dollar account. The dollar they go the SLFA, CAF, and FIFA. Now they do business with.
His dollar accounts, his personal dollar accounts. The only monies that go in there are to the president to stop all pre-financing and to explain with evidence reasons for the reimbursements received. Even though it is the policy of FIFA to avoid all cash payments, they are always using cash for transactions.
They are always using cash. Now Slafa, Daddy Bremer there on a FIFA.
Always cash. The president and other SLFA officials are totally ignoring FIFA and SLFA statutes and rules for their operations. So there are finance manuals by FIFA. There is a finance manual for SLFA. They basically don't consider them at all. They just do what they feel like, and most times through cash transactions. According to the delegate list for under 17 male team to Mauritania, Thomas Daddy Bremer was not part of the delegation but still collected the sum of $5,000 as allowance.
Hey. Okay. For AI.
This was supposed to be an 8-day trip as the team returned in 8 days. Therefore, even if he was on the trip, he was supposed to secure an allowance of $4,000. But he collected an extra $1,000 for the trip he may not even have been part of.
Hey, it's in an 8-day trip. So now $500 per day. Wow. Yeah. In a Nadi, he said 8 days trip before be 4,000. Then a $500 per day allowance. So just 8 days for make $4,000. Yeah.
When trips are booked for tournaments, arrangements are made with traveling agencies to change their return tickets for free if the national team or under 17 is eliminated from the competition. But Thomas Daddy Bremer claimed a return of $11,700 as expenses he incurred to change the ticket for the same 8 days trip. We have not been able to get any justification for this.
Well, then they change the okay. Unless how them buy the ticket too. But when they change ticket, they change the turn to free. It depends on the kind ticket to them buy. I don't know if ACC know that one day. Eh? He say, oh, give me that one day back, ba. Give me that one day.
God to change the ticket.
No, wait.
A return of 11.
He claim a return of waiting
From the competition. But Thomas Daddy Bremer claimed a return of $11,700 as expenses he incurred to change the ticket for the same 8 days trip. We have not been able to get any justification for this. Based on our findings, we are able to ascertain that a letter was sent to the banks demanding change in the mandate of SLFA that was originally stated to be A plus B to sign any two. To sign the letter was only signed by the president without the executive committee resolution. So basically what this is saying, there was a letter that came to change the signatories to the SLFA account. And this may have happened after Chris Kamara was set aside by the, I'm sure you are already aware of this, that for a very long time Chris Kamara has not been part of the team that SLFA was suspended. We do not go into the merits of that suspension. That is not part of our investigation. But he was suspended. Now to change that account, Thomas Daddy Bremer wrote and changed it without any approval of the executive committee. And there has to always be such a resolution to support any request for change of signatories. According to SLFA statute, it clearly states that any change of signatories should be approved by the executive committee or of SLFA. The president in his interview said he does not need to consult with anyone when making decisions, as he is mandated by Section 38 in the SLFA statute to take decisions unilaterally. He also expressed that there was a FIFA consultant monitoring SLFA affairs and there were regular audits conducted by FIFA, but he was never found wanting for any breach of procedures or corruption. On this point, we spoke to one of the executive committee members, Mr. Police. He made a statement to the commission, and he was very clear that in fact there was an executive committee meeting where they took a specific of $25,000, which means $100,000 of the above amount can be his allowance for the 4 years period, which we can confirm when we eventually, we can confirm when we eventually speak with him. 720,144 is still unaccounted for as payments he received in excess of the allowance he is entitled to.
Amos.
Of amount can be his allowance for the 4 years period, which we can confirm when we eventually, we can confirm when we eventually speak with him.
Amos unaccounted for.
720,144 is still unaccounted for.
720,000. Now, Leone's on $1.
As payments he received in excess of the allowance he is entitled to. And I will just go briefly to table 1, which shows Trust Bank, Commerce and Mortgage Bank transfer to Thomas Daddy Brima. 25th June 2021, $17,400.
$1, $17,400. In today.
14 August 2021, $4,210. 13 August 2021, $4,210. 8 September 2021, $20,000. 1st October 2021, $5,000. 29 October 2021, $5,000. 11 November, $4,000. 19 November, $2,000. 2nd February, $4,693. 17 February, $4,693. 21st February 2022, $1,693. 21 March 2022, $6,000. 29 March 2022, 6 April 2022, $63,100. 6 April 2022, $6,000. 14 April 2022, $10,000. 17 November 2022, $7,000. 8 July 2022, $25,700. 8 July 2022, $4,590. 19 July 2022, cash withdrawal $106,000.
Amos, cash withdrawal $106,000. Cash. Man, they play $1 na salon. Eh?
$700. 8 July 2022, $4,590.
No, give me that cash withdrawal.
19 July 2022, cash withdrawal $106,000.
$106,000. Wow. So where then can don't play the other and give them money? Not to bank transfer then they do. Eh? Na cash? Why we still deal with? In fact, we're not ready yet, bro. Continue.
This is $4.
Go by it again. Yeah, go by it again, sir.
The total transfer to Thomas Daddy Brima's account, Trust Bank, Commerce and Mortgage Bank, from the SLFA account at Trust Bank and Commerce and Mortgage Bank to Thomas Daddy Brima. So these two accounts, SLFA account, and these two. The total that went to Thomas Daddy Brima over a period starting the 25th June 2021 to the 12th of July 2024 Thomas Daddy Brahma received a grand total.
Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Fais the grand total non FBK yourself.
A grand total of 720,144,000.
What think happen where this administration they not sabi call money? You don't notice that? Anytime we give them money for call, you say waiting?
A grand total of 720,000.
720,000.
144,000.
Oh, terrible. You get luck. Me laugh the heart. Eh? FBK. Able, if the vice president don't mix up numbers, wouldn't FBK not for mix up? Eh? You said Amos?
A grand total of 720,144,000.
Papa God. 718. 100. So almost 1,000. Almost 1,000 we talk about now. Almost 1,000.
A grand total of 720,000.
720,000.
144.
144. Now zero no de be now make you don't confuse you. Look at by say 144 almost
1,000.
Bam. They only mistake by this money, but it's not dollar. $720,144. That's it. You 144 need to go get 1,000 again. Ha.
Dollars.
Aha. Eh. I put 1,000 there.
Jacob, where's it?
Correct yourself. Correct yourself. Correct yourself. Take them from the top back.
A grand total of 720,144,000 dollars. Jacob, where's it?
The journalists all begin. Who's gonna amount this? Who's gonna? And if you for tell BK say don't mistake for call the money.
All right. So the total is 720,144.
They don't catch us, say, boss. You don't mistake, oh. Yeah, $144.
But there is also the Leone's transfers to Thomas Daddy Brahma.
Bam, that in the dollar. Don't count out to the Leons.
Apart from that money. 8 July 2022, refund to President under 17 Camp McKinney, $58,000.
I mean, you say, nah, Leons, I the camp $1 back. Eh? Give me back.
Refund to President under 17 Camp McKinney, $58,000. 58 million.
Eh? It don't enter the dollar. Say we reach to the Leons, so they begin call dollar. We'll continue.
Of 58,000 euros in euro. 21st October 2022. 28,000 2022 loan payback. Sierra Leone Female League Board 170,000 euros. 12 July 2023. PMT of traveling allowance under 20 81,200 euros.
That's 81 million.
And 12 July 2023 Congress allowance Thomas Daddy Brahma, which could be legitimate 5,000 euros.
5 million. Okay. Oh, when are the small money say it can be legitimate? Okay.
And payment of quarterly executive 184,000 euros. The total, apart from cash, just from his account, what he received from SLFA into his account, because there were large cash payments to him. But what he received through direct bank transfers is 454,750 United States dollars.
Dollars again? Well, at least you don't pass. If that other one be 720, and this now 400, so now over $1 million now. Well, money there salon, yeah.
Separate from the loans payments. 454,750 United States dollars. 454,750 United States. Received through bank transfer. So that excludes the cash payments that we done. Now I will continue. I was just showing you the various tables. So review of SLFA Leone's account, and now returning to the report. I was with the tables. Review of SLFA Leone's account also showed that a total of 498,200 was transferred to the SLFA President Leone during the period, with no documentation or explanation submitted by the finance officer. So the real tragedy of this investigation is the finance officer cannot tell us anything. And it is the finance officer who should be able to say, this is why we paid this to Tomotadi price. But when you ask him, you just say, well, the president requested and we had to honor. On 26 July 2020.
I said that in a state house. A question. He said when they asked the finance officer, what he say?
Why we paid this to Tomotadi price. But when you ask him, you just say, well, the president requested and we had to honor.
The president requested and we get for honor. Okay.
On 26 July 2022, an inflow of $250,000 from cash was made to SLFA account. Several transfers were immediately made to the personal account of Tomotadi Ibrahim. The transfers were made to his Tomotadi Ibrahim personal account, maintained at Commerce and Mortgage Bank. 10 more transactions of similar nature were cited for the period between 2021 of January to January 2025. Every time SLFA received funds from FIFA and CAF, showing a pattern. So every time FIFA sends money or CAF receive money, we have a wave of refunds. Tomotadi Ibrahim, the SLFA president, said in his interview that he is mandated by Section 38 to sign unilaterally and act legally as he sees fit. We disagree with that. He says by Section 38, he is mandated to sign unilaterally and act legally as he deems fit. So basically, he's basically saying he can ignore all the rules of SLFA and do what he wants. We disagree with that and we do not accept it. It was observed from Tomotadi Ibrahim's personal account maintained at Commerce and Mortgage Bank that a total of 454,750 were indeed transferred to his account from SLFA accounts for the period between 2021 and January 2025. All these payments were made without proper documentation, nor are there evidence of transfer made in respect of SLFA activities to vendors or third parties related transactions. So there is something I can do which we call third party confirmation. You say you bought sachets of water from a particular third party. You have to show how you gave the third party the money, and the third party has to confirm that they received the money. Zero. We observe that there are no trace or transfers made to other accounts into Tomotadi Ibrahim's personal account maintained at Commerce and Mortgage Bank, except funds received from SLFA accounts. So here is an account that received nothing else. His account is usually empty or with very low balances. SLFA funds are the only significant cash inflows or credit payments into his account.
So SLFA with him. Okay, no, you know. Again, the account there. Forget.
The valuation report from Alcon indicates that. So we are now going into procurement issues. The financial issues are the ones that I have now presented. There is a company called Alcon. The valuation report from Alcon indicates that bidders must submit 3 years audited financial reports as a specific requirement. However, this requirement was not indeed in the bid advertised by SLFA in various newspapers. This gave Leone and Alcon advantage to win SLFA bids, as they were privileged to submit additional documents with their bids, whilst the advertised bid lacked those information. So basically, this is a very classic bid rigging process, where you advertise one thing and tell people to submit, but you have a hidden requirement that you know, which you did not submit. So when you are now evaluating, you basically look at it and say, oh, these people have provided this. These ones did not provide this. And we saw a lot of that in SLFA. A mandatory 3 years audited financial report for a successful bid was clearly stated in the minutes of the procurement committee meeting, and the evaluation report was not stated in the printed media newspaper, which makes it possible for the selected company to be aware of such requirements and submit the statements. They deliberately ensured that Leone provides certain documents, and they did not inform the public to provide these documents. So Leone is the company that benefited from all SLFA contracts. Leone benefited from almost all SLFA contracts. Whether it's to build a hostel, whether it's to put a top somewhere, it's Leone. Despite being aware of 3 years audited financial reports requirement, Leone only submitted 2 years financial statement for the income statement and statement of financial position 2021-2022, and different years for the cash flow statement 2022 and 2023. This shows that the contracts were awarded to Leone with incomplete documentation. There is a discrepancy between the profit reported in the income statement for 2022 and the profit reflected in the cash flow statement for the same year by Leone. This raises concerns about the accuracy of their financial reporting, which could have been grounds for disqualification in the bidding process, but we are nonetheless awarded the contracts. The supposed auditors of Leone, Buntijan, Duarte and Co., made it clear to the commission that they didn't prepare the audited financial statements that Leone submitted in their quest to win the bid. Buntijan and Duarte and Co. made it clear that to the commission that they didn't prepare the audited financial statement that Leone submitted in their quest to win the bids. They pointed out that the stamp on the statements is fake. The signature on the reports does not belong to any of their partners or auditors. And they have never carried any work for a company named Leone. When confronted, the owner of Leone, Alex Lamboy, confessed that he paid some account clerk named Edmond Kurma to help him with an audited report because it was a criterion for the bid. He added that the SLFA never reviewed or questioned the documents he submitted. And we checked SLFA and they confirmed this. They just accepted it hook, line, and sinker. When confronted about the discrepancies in his NACIT documentation, Alex Lamboy, who is the owner of Leone, confessed that he forged the NACIT receipt. Contract bid due to urgency, submitted it, was accepted by SLFA, and was never questioned by it. From the interviews and documents reviewed, it was clear that the contract was awarded to a company that submitted several forged documents in their bid. The valuation report and the due diligence should have been done by Alcon Construction, who was the consultant, but they failed to verify and submit documents and recommended Lexon instead. Both the procurement committee and the consultant Alcon Construction to oversee the bidding process and award of contract. When confronted about why he, the president, signed off on a contract worth $527,000.05 without due diligence, he claims it was not his responsibility. He also could not name the members of the said procurement committee, which he said was constituted.
There we all all waiting FBK they explain to Francis Ben Kaifala, they are not new. All waiting they explain to now the same thing the Auditor General can tell we. They're not new. Not the same. Okay. So Thomas Daddy Bremer, they be release him from CID. Let we hear you come on do waiting in say after the release. Yeah.
President of the Silent Bar Station, Thomas Daddy Bremer, is out from the CID. He's now working. He's a man of integrity.
Go play. Anyhow, then do he go play.
Now in the talk so anyhow then do he go play. Anyhow, okay?
Nobody know they panic. Nobody know they afraid.
Nobody know they panic. Nobody know they afraid. Nobody. I go afraid. If those allegations are true, who you go afraid? Eh? And now you go afraid. You say wait team, tell me back more.
Go play.
Go play. The game go play.
Anyhow, then do he go play.
Anyhow then do he go play.
Nobody know they panic. Nobody know they afraid.
Nobody know panic person. Nobody know afraid person. FBK. Okay.
I want to tell you thank you for the support. Yeah. This is not about Sierra Leone. This is not about Daddy Bremer.
Exactly.
This is not about SLFA.
In the area, now in the talk so.
This is about Sierra Leone. Me, I want to appreciate anti-corruption.
Eh? Okay, you be there inside, no be no anti-corruption, be they talk about you. Oh, okay. You appreciate them. You clear, sir.
We they tell them thank you. Because always to do so, if accountability not there, if they're not a probe into what people and they do, people then go abuse their offices. Not so. Yeah. We go also encourage them.
Okay, you don't praise them. Now you want to encourage them. What you want to tell them?
After we then get them findings, may then share them with the public. But I want to assure you now.
After they get them findings, they share with the public. It don't share. You say over $1 million. Now you must. You because you don't get documents for her. It's share.
See, SLFA under our own leadership, we don't do better for this country. And if anybody want to challenge that, the books are open.
Yeah. Okay.
If I'm my own office, you know the law. Any document where anybody wants at any time, may I ask the General Secretary, they will make them available. When I thank you for support, you are now.
So now, so it be happen now. After he was released on bail, now so he talk. So we then get them findings, let them pull her. So now FBK be the now waiting now one day. Okay, be the inside. No be no say FBK don't can read something for them. Eh? Okay. But FBK try for clear in him say we got people that they say that game we play na Kenema. Even that kind thing they be one can do inside. Okay. Anyway. Now we. Anyway. FBK. Francis Bain Kaifala. How much they call you? Alright. Hope say the investigation will continue and we will get a closing. Eh? Okay. Must this say no wonder we boku money they not able to tell you. He say because Thomas Daddy Bremer say in office not the lock. So how much you go take care? I look like so need for go pay visit. My office will not the lock. It is what it is. Alright. Man, a salon.